I'm gonna just take this.
All right, good evening, my friends. We are live. We're having technical difficulties already. They're not playing the videos, and seems like my CD's not working. But thank you for joining me. It is, excuse me. Wow. All right, what a way to start off. It is March 21st, 2015. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. What's going on? What's going on? There we go. There we go. Thank you. 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 All right, my friends. This is the Eli King Show. This is alternative news media. Here we come to you every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on your Manhattan neighborhood network. Yes, excuse me while I do a little camera adjustment because I need to look perfect as I tell you the news, the real news. My friends, my family, and even my enemies, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I have all sorts of confusion going on here. They're taking out furniture during my show. No YouTube video works. My CD, my music doesn't work. Oh boy. But that's the way the cookie crumbles when you do a live show, let me tell you, my friends. And with that, let's get with our alternative news media. Yes, I think I need a higher chair here. This camera, I tell you, I need to adjust things. All right, for my first story, I want to talk about these things here about our President Obama, okay? Obama administration sets new record for censoring and denying access to government documents. Yes, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength, censorship is transparency. Many of you will have heard about the White House recently celebrated National Freedom of Information Day by removing a federal regulation that subjects its Office of Administration to the Freedom of Information Act. Well, while interesting, it turns out that was merely a sideshow to the real news that fiscal 2014 marked a record year for government censorship of documents that are supposed to be available on request. So, for instance, you want to know, you have the right as an American citizen, you want to know information in regards to your government. You have that right, okay? Because you need to know what's going on as an American citizen. Because they can just basically manhandle you and treat you like a slave and raise your taxes whenever they want and raise your health care cost whenever they want. And how can we afford our rent, our food, all sorts of things we need to do and eat, and it's just a shame. So we cannot even look into our own Obama administration, and it's a shame, my friends. Yes. The Washington AP says the Obama administration set a new record again for more often than ever censoring government files or outright denying access to them last year under the U.S. Freedom of Information Act. Yes, they also set the record for arresting the most people under the Espionage Act. They even arrested a CIA officer, John Kirkusu. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but yes, they will even arrest their own CIA officers. This is why Edward Snowden had to go get out of this country and go to Russia, go to China, and stuff like that. So yeah, I want to get the people's view. I want to know what the people think about Obama's censorship. I want to also thank all my viewers for tuning in. I want to thank Luigi. I want to thank Steve. I want to thank the Martinez cousins. I want to thank my family, my friends, like I said, my enemies. Let's go to this phone call. Whoa, I love New York. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, I was calling because I wanted to talk about our president, Mr. Obama.
Yes, go right ahead.
I just wanted to say that ever since he became the president and came into office, I have wanted to kill myself. He sucks, he's a liar, and may he die. God bless you.
Oh, no, God bless you, and Please do not take your own life. Please, I beg of you, I beg of you. We need people like you in this fight against tyranny, against this tyrannical so-called president that we have. He wasn't even born here, probably. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I hear his real father's a communist. Check out that documentary. What's the name of it? My Real Father. Anyway, don't kill yourself, okay? Please, please, especially you tuning into my show. I'm sure you're a beautiful young lady. You're very confident, you seem. Please, please, I would never kill myself. I would never, ever, 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 under any circumstances, kill myself. Okay? I always repeat that when I do my show, because just in case, you never know. All right, let's take another phone call. We are live. The number is 212-245-7273. It is March 21st, 2015, baby. Saturday. Come on, give me a call, people. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Eli, how's it going? It's Luigi.
Luigi calling all the way from Detroit, as always. What's up, brother?
So I hear you talking about Barry Soturo today.
Yes, Mr. Barry Soturo. We are talking about Mr. Barry.
So he favors the boys over there in Hawaii. You heard about that?
What did he do in Hawaii? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
He favors the boys. The boys club out there.
The boys?
You know what I mean?
No, elaborate on that, please.
Let's put it this way. Obama, or let's say Barry Soturo, he favors men.
Oh. Yes. I did a show on this quite some time ago. The guy's name is Larry Sinclair. Before Obama became senator in Chicago, Obama was apparently allegedly a male escort, where he took this guy, Larry Sinclair, out on a limo ride, and they smoked crack together, and Mr. President Obama received oral sex from Mr. Larry Sinclair. You can look this up, Luigi. Do you know about this? Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I heard about that, Eli. This is even before that, when he was in Hawaii. There was one of his friends that was a girl in college, a student, who's on I believe was the dating show.
You're breaking up, and I believe they're breaking you up on purpose. Repeat that.
He was this way since Hawaii, like way before he moved to Chicago. He was in the boys club there. There was a lady that was on the Pastor Manning show that told all about it. She's a lady that lives in Hawaii with him.
All right, we got all of that. Wow, interesting news there. Wow, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, yeah, Obama.
Yeah, she right out says he favors the boys.
I'm sure he does. Who was it who said that Michelle Obama was a tranny, and then 2 weeks later she died? Joan Rivers.
Joan, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all, my friend.
Yeah, so what do you think about him playing this game with Israel?
I think, like you said, it's a game. They're playing a game of chess, and they want to take over the Middle East, and their ultimate goal is they want a new world order. They want to take over the world, and, probably kill us off. Who knows? I can't predict the future, but I know it's no good in their mind.
I'm just hoping that everybody strays away from Israel and shows them how arrogant they are and what they've done to this world to make them think that they're the special people while they're out killing children and drinking babies' blood and feeding us the McDonald's at us.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. You can look that up on YouTube. You have a famous rabbi who admits that 100,000 children go missing each year in America, and what they do is that they drink the children's blood, and then they feed us the meat back into us in our McDonald's, in our sausage sandwiches, and in our hamburgers. Yes.
Yes. You know what they think? The sheep that are listening to us right now don't believe it. They're like, oh, that's stupid. They don't do that. Are you crazy?
Yeah, I'm sure there were plenty out there like that, but hey, do your own research and come to your own conclusions. That's what I say. I've done my research, Luigi. I know you've done your research, and this is why we are where we at. You know, we're here.
Yeah, and Dominic ain't got back to me yet anyways, Eli, and I'm not an anti-Semite to the people of Israel. I just hope that this government seriously gets changed.
Oh, Dominic is a wannabe Saturday Night Live wannabe stooge. Yeah, no talent at all. But yeah, man, anything else on your mind, brother?
No problem, Eli. You have a good show, my brother. I'll talk to you next week.
Absolutely. Thanks for the call, bro. Appreciate it. Love you too. All right, let's get to this next call and see what they have on their mind. Caller, you are on the air. You are live. What's on your mind?
I just wanted to say I live in the Lower East Side, and I've noticed that they have been making a lot of concentration camps around my whole neighborhood. So I just want to let the whole world know, prepare yourself, get your guns ready, you know, believe in your Second Amendment to protect your family and everyone you love, because they are making concentration camps. And it's, you know, it's coming soon. The revolution is going to come very soon, my friend.
And the revolution will be televised. Thank you very much. I appreciate the call, my lovely lady there. All right, let's get to some more calls. I have been receiving a lot of information about fenced-off areas and stuff like that, concentration camp-like things. Well, we had another call on the line. If you want to call back, the number is 212-245-7273. It is March 21st, Saturday, 2015, 6:12 p.m. You can catch me every Saturday. All right. Caller, you are live. You are on the air. What's on your mind?
Yeah, hi, this is Sally.
Sally L. O'Cordy. Yes, hello, my good friend. How are you?
Well, I'm calling to inform people that Monday, March 23rd, the forced vaccination program proposed by the Health and Human Services Department, HHS, they're calling for comments. So I'm just saying, if people want to speak, they should speak now. And if you go to tinyurl.com/vaccine-free NYC, you'll see that entire issue pinned to the top. I really want to get people to speak out right now by Monday, which is the extended deadline.
And what vaccine are they exactly? What's their agenda this week, Sally, that they're trying to push on us?
Right. Because quite frankly, right now in North Carolina, they've removed religious exemptions, plus the mandatory annual flu shot. That happened overnight. You see that coming.
Mandatory flu shot? Where? Not here in the city, right?
No, I'm just saying, but North Carolina,
Carolina.
Happened.
I gotcha.
They're almost there in California. Certainly we have bad legislation up here in New York State, but there's one really good bill I want to tell you about by God, I can't remember the guy's name, Avenante, I believe it is, and it's basically to ban vaccines with GMOs in them, which is basically to ban vaccines. So this is something I'm trying to get an interview with this guy, but I really want to get people's attention on the forced adult inoculation, forced adult vaccination program, and to respond to it by Monday, March 23rd. Go to tinyurl.com/vaccine-free-NYC.
Now, is this an event that's going to be held somewhere exactly as well?
Well, we just had a big event at the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I wish I had thought to invite you to that, Eli. I don't know if you were working, but yeah, that was a big event. And I'm going to be running for mayor for a vaccine-free NYC. We're going to make poison illegal.
All right, well, good for you. You got my vote. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I'm always working, so... Yeah, but I'm glad you called to inform us. Once again, give out that website and tell us about your event.
tinyurl.com/vaccine-free-NYC. And any event that I hold will be posted there as well. But right now, everyone get on the forced adult inoculation. Respond to that.
That's right, because... You don't want them forcing your children to take vaccines without your consent, without you even knowing. This is what they're doing in our schools now, right, Sally?
Well, I'm to understand that they're turning the schools into vaccine clinics, and the last time I was on your show, we talked about vaccines without parental knowledge, and that's going to be coming up for a vote at the state level. I'll keep you apprised of when that happens, but the New York City Council passed a resolution in support of it, and we've been fighting this for 5 years. So that's A 1528. We are fighting, and we want to support the bill. I don't have the number in front of me, to ban vaccines with GMOs, because that would be like banning vaccines. I love this bill.
That's right. Ban vaccines. I want GMO labeling. I want fluoride removed from the water. I want clean vaccines. I don't want this thimerosal and this mercury. CBS actually claimed that mercury was good for the brain. Can you believe that crap?
Oh. Well, you know, they're allowed to lie. I don't know if you saw the Senate hearing with Elizabeth Warren and Dr. Chuchat from the CDC, but that was a festival of lies. And Dr. Chuchat is known previously for promoting the H1N1 flu shot for pregnant women, and that escalated the number of miscarriages by 4,250% in the women who accepted them.
Oh, that's because they're in a cult. They love killing children. They love abortions. They love Planned Parenthood. They love to harvest baby organs and do all sorts of sadistic things with them. They're sick individuals, Sally. Oh,
yeah,
make me
well,
sick.
All I can say is if everybody sits by and does nothing, nothing will change. So I cannot say enough in terms of getting off the couch and taking action. And this is what I do as often as possible, and everybody in New York City is encouraged to join me.
That's right. Join Sally, join Sally, join Sally, and join the revolution, please. The revolution of the mind.
I want to thank you for doing a show on the MMR vaccine, doing another show with Floyd Graves. You know, you're really doing everything you can, Eli, to raise people's awareness about the dangers of these vaccines.
Well, I do what I can, you know. I try to put my news show on early because I know the news is troubling. It troubles me sometimes where I can't even sleep. That's why I don't watch the news at night. I understand why some people have to watch a basketball game or a boxing match after this show later tonight. But right now, this is why I have my news show on early, so I can so I can educate you, and so you can be basically mad. You can get angry. You're supposed to just say, "I'm mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore," because they are literally killing us. They are killing us. They are killing us, and nobody seems to understand. Nobody seems to care. All they care about is, oh, A-Rod had this. Oh, this person had that. Oh, Mayweather did this. Pacquiao did that. It makes me sick, Sally.
Well, you know, they're also using the comedians to ridicule the parents of vaccine-injured children. Jimmy Kimmel recently did this. It was unspeakable. And the petition to the White House to get rid of mandates on vaccines, that was frozen. And then he did a number making fun of parents who wanted people to wake up about vaccines. And he's not the only one. We all know about Penn and Teller. I've seen John Oliver. I've seen Jon Stewart's show with Samantha Bee. I've seen, what is his name, Colbert, and Millie Goldberg was demanding on The View that everybody take their vaccine. So what is with it with comics and trying to push vaccines?
Most of them are sellouts, and the ones
Well,
that do
Rob
stand
Schneider,
up.
right? He's our man.
Not who?
Not Rob Schneider.
Oh,
But,
that's
you know,
right.
he was fired from his job, and I guess that was a wake-up call to all the comics. You got to get on board and lie with the public, or you too will be out of work.
That's right. I believe Gilbert Godfrey is a victim as well, if I'm not mistaken. But and Bill Cosby said something about black people should get off their asses and stop eating fried chicken and stuff like that. And what did they do? They call them out for a rape thing that happened 30 years ago. This is what happens when you stand up to the Obama administration and saying no to vaccines.
I didn't know Gilbert Gottfried had come out against vaccines. Good for him.
Well, I'm not entirely sure if he came out against vaccines, but I know he said something that basically was 1776 spirited. I know that.
Good for him.
Yeah,
I had George Carlin's brother on my show, Patrick Carlin, and he was exalting natural immunity, which of course you can't find in a vaccine, which is one of the things I'm going to be telling the Health and Human Services Department this Monday, March 23rd, is that the benefits of vaccines are theoretical, but the diseases, the damage, and the death are real. So that's for sure. They know the components. They know they've got aluminum, mercury, formaldehyde, MSG, antifreeze. They know that that's in there.
Oh, absolutely. There are all sorts of poisons, and when they recommend that you take your flu shot at your school or your work or anywhere, a place of employment, wear the mask. Don't take the shot.
Well, they're saying a third of nurses have quit their jobs to avoid the vaccine. 1/3. I was like, wow.
Well, yeah, now more and more, every time I go to the doctor or whatever, I see more and more nurses and doctors wearing the mask rather than take the damn flu shot, because they even know it destroys the brain, it destroys the immune system, it destroys you, just it breaks down your whole body. You can feel it. The paralysis, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation paralyzed over 67,000 children in Indonesia alone.
Wow, I did not know that specific statistic.
Yeah,
I know that I had interviewed a woman by the name of Susan Postal of Occupy Corporatism, and she reported that there were 10,000 dead in Pakistan after a Gavi vaccination campaign.
Oh yeah, they're hitting all the countries. Bill Gates' father founded Planned Parenthood, so their whole goal, Bill Gates was raised on killing children, especially black little children. It's sick.
I don't know. I think how do these people sleep at night? Set him aside, because he is like an extraordinarily weird person. But the doctors, the pediatricians, how do they sleep at night? And you're injecting these toxins and poisons into the bloodstream of babies. I saw a chart of how to get 7 shots into a baby in one doctor's visit. It was the most disturbing image I've ever seen. 2 in this leg, 2 in that leg, 2 in the oh, please. They can't get it in fast enough, which is why they're now going to the adults. The kids will explode, so they have to go to the adults. Yeah. They must poison all of us as soon as possible.
Yeah, this is their goal, this is their ultimate plan, and we must stop it and stand up against this tyranny and hold their feet to the fire. So help me God. Makes me angry.
Well, you're doing your part to wake everybody up. Thank you, and I'll be like King.
All right. Well, thank you, Sally. I appreciate the call, and I appreciate your work, Sally. Thank you.
Well, you and I are a good team. Cheers for now.
All right. Cheers. Take care. All right. We are running out of time. We got a couple of minutes left. Let's try to get through some news. Obama, we read that. Obama calls for mandatory voting. Obama wants you to vote. He wants to make it mandatory that you vote. So if you don't want to vote, they're going to send the Obama police after you. The way to go. St. Paul schools give transgender students access to any bathroom or locker room. All right, we have a phone call. What do you think about calling on? Oh my God. Get a new phone. Yeah, basically, if you want to act like a woman and waltz into this St. Paul school women's locker room, let's say if I wanted to be a woman and go into the locker room, I can now do so in the St. Paul school system. All right, let's hopefully this phone has cleared up. Caller, you're on the air.
Nothing.
Hello. All right, appreciate the call. All right, next article. We're running out of time. We the People, episode 3. Apparently, the HBO show Vice is doing a show on militias and how basically they want to start a revolution and they want to start violence. This country was founded on militias. This country was founded on the Second Amendment. We need the militias to protect us from our own government. It states it in the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, you name it. The militia is the greatest thing, in my mind at least. But there are these black militants that I'm a little afraid of, because they go out and they call for killing cops. They go out on the streets and what's the name of their Black Lives Matter, that's the name of their group, and basically they go out and they cheer oink oink bang bang, a pig, that's what I said, that's the only good pig that's dead. These people are sick. These people must have family or friends or know somebody who is a police officer. And to call for the death or the head of a police officer, especially a good or innocent police officer, has to be a sick, twisted individual. One last phone call because we are out of time. Caller, you're on the air. You got about 20 seconds. What's on your mind?
We either a coward or a Nazi.
All right. You should have called earlier, my friend. We could have had a nice debate. All right, my friends. Too dramatic. Monsanto shuns WHO verdict that Roundup probably causes cancer. Yes, if you have a garden outside and you spray your little Roundup on it, you're probably going to get cancer. Cancer is up tenfold anyway. So, yeah. Cops taser father multiple times as he tries to save his 3-year-old son from a house fire. His house is on fire. He tries to run in to save his 3-year-old son, and the cops tase him and arrest him. What the hell is wrong with this country? Unbelievable. Makes me sick. Alright, join me next week and every week, Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on mnn.org, and on your local Manhattan cable networks, channel 67, Time Warner, 36 Fios, and 85 RCN. God bless America. God save the United States Constitution. And if you have received this transmission, then you are the resistance. On request. So for instance, you want to know, you have the right as an American citizen, you want to know information in regards to your government. You have that right, okay? Because you need to know what's going on as an American citizen, because they can just basically manhandle you and treat you like a slave and raise your taxes whenever they want and raise your health care cost whenever they want. And how can we afford our rent, our food, all sorts of things we need to do and eat, and it's just a shame. So we cannot even look into our own Obama administration, and it's a shame, my friends. Yes, the Washington AP says. Alright, good evening, my friends. We are live. We're having technical difficulties already. They're not playing the videos, and seems like my CD's not working. But thank you for joining me. It is, excuse me. Wow. Alright, what a way to start off. It is March 21st, 2015. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. What's going on? What's going on? There we go. There we go. Thank you. 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 All right, my friends. This is the Eli King Show. This is alternative news media. Here we come to you every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on your Manhattan neighborhood network. Yeah, excuse me while I do a little camera adjustment, because I need to look perfect as I tell you the news, the real news. My friends, my family, and even my enemies, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. I have all sorts of confusion going on here. They're taking out furniture during my show. No YouTube video works. My CD, my music doesn't work. Oh boy. But That's the way the cookie crumbles when you do a live show, let me tell you, my friends. And with that, let's get with our alternative news media. Yes, I think I need a higher chair here. This camera, I tell you, I need to adjust things. All right, for my first story, I want to talk about these things here about our President Obama, okay? Obama administration sets new record for censoring and denying access to government documents. Yes, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength, censorship is transparency. Many of you will have heard about the White House recently celebrated National Freedom of Information Day by removing a federal regulation that subjects its Office of Administration to the Freedom of Information Act. Well, while interesting, it turns out that was merely a sideshow to the real news that fiscal 2014 marked a record year for government censorship of documents that are supposed to be available.
I'm gonna just take this.